Hey guys, starisfilth here. Um, Unfortunately, I have some pretty bad news. As you know from my last video, I've been pitching episode ideas to Fox for Family Guy, and I've been doing that for the past like 3 years now. I quit my job, and now I'm about $30,000 in debt.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
And to make things worse, my dog Scruffy is now he's so sick, guys, and he has a massive hospital bill. He's got a broken leg, heart palpitations, iron deficiency, cataracts, meningitis, hepatitis, rabies, scabies. He had a bad
Can we watch something else?
It's about to get really good. It's about to get really good. Trust me.
This is so sad, guys. Seriously, guys, please buy some coaching, guys. This is so crazy, guys. Oh my god, guys. I really need your help, guys, if you want to save Scrippy, guys. But in other news, guys, yo, I'm having an end-of-year sale, guys. This is so crazy, guys. It's gonna be 30% off all coaching sessions, guys. This is so crazy. There's gonna be giveaways, 30% off until December 31st, guys. This is so insane, guys. You're never gonna get another deal like this, guys. Please be sure to buy some coaching sessions, guys. Join the Discord, like the video, guys, and on to the video. So, what's your goal here? What are you trying to do?
Block hog hooks and just kind of enable the soldier, I guess, or the soldier probably wants to go top left. It's be like the pseudo main tank, isn't it? And just let your team take some space and poke.
Kinda, but it's like you're not gonna really be wanting to walk down main. You kind of want to be off angling in some way, right? Because as Sigma, your control, like your main strength, isn't your shield, right? It comes from the fact that you can control an angle from one thing without actually being there, because you can like theoretically just like hit your shot off the wall, and you can control space that you're not even in, right?
Yeah.
And then you can also maintain distance and control angles that you don't want the enemy to be taking, or you can clear out angles, right? Because
you deny space with like the AoE of the end of the left click, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. And you just like have so much resources with your rock, your suck, and your shield, right? You're just gonna have like it's so hard to break you out of an angle. So when you're walking in down main here, just throwing out your shield, do you see how this is kind of like backwards?
Yeah. I'm trying to do something that the character's not built for.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, if your goal was to get your team through here, what do you
should
think?
Shield left of tank and let them go around the box.
Right, so the thing is this, right? You're trying to get your team through here, so I understand why you're shielding, right? But there's a way that you can do this without actually, like, giving up your shield.
Would it be to use suck, I guess?
There we go, right? Because it's going to give you health, and it's just going to suck, like, it's going to take in all damage. It's essentially a Diva Matrix, right? And then you're going to get it back, and you'll still have your shield back, right? That's not to say this person can't use their shield. It's understandable that maybe they want to be like blocking hog hooks or something, so flashing your shield to like block that makes sense, but they need to retract it a lot quicker, because looking at their shield usage, they pretty much used all of their shield for this, and they're not going to have any more for the rest of the fight. And by the time like you actually do get into position again, you'll have suck again, right?
Yeah.
So there's no real reason for you to be going to the shield, and then now you're going to have like no shield. You go for a rock, which who can follow up on that?
Yeah, he's running away anyway.
Yeah. All right, you don't really want to be using your rock for like tempo or anything like that, right? And then now look, I can already tell what's going to happen.
You can see
here.
it coming. You can
see it coming. What's going to happen?
You're going to get hooked because I don't have shield.
Why? There we go. All right. Where is it? Oh, okay. It wasn't you this time, but you had to, had to commit nano to save him. But do you see my point? It's like you can easily just like block it just like that. That comes with your damage. That is a better attempt at a rock. Better, because there's actually like intent with it, right?
Yeah, so, if I hadn't used it earlier, I'd have been able to cancel the whole hog and...
Probably, right? The idea is that it's like you want to be using your rock when either A, you or your teammates can follow up on it, right? So you'll be able to secure that kill, right? So for example, if a flanker's on you, you just rock them and they die, right?
Yeah.
Or two, like if like a DPS is able to follow up on it, and you just rock like a
like
the point is that you or your teammates are able to follow up on it, or right? Or you're trying to cancel something. In this case, you're trying to cancel the whole hog, so it made sense, right? Um, I don't. You don't need this shield. Why am I telling you you don't need the shield? Do you think?
Because the hog can peek back around and hug me.
Yeah, and not only that, right? So not only is this like a poorly placed shield, what do you have right now available to you?
Suck again. Oh, cover. Just peek around the corner.
Cover, right? You just time your shots with your shots with the cover, right? That's gonna make your life so much easier for you, right? Don't like actually depend on your shield, because now it's like, okay, now I have 100 shield. This is gonna last like a microsecond. There we go. It's gone, right?
Yeah.
So now you don't have any shield, right? It's like the same thing with like Orissa's shield, right? You don't actually
want to use it.
Go ahead.
Before the fight.
Yeah, right. You want to use it when you're actually like ready to peak. Like when you're actually fully ready to commit and start peaking. At any point during this, tell me, were you like fully like trying to like engage and like push in? Were you?
No.
Yeah. Were you like trying to block any particular damage? I mean, I guess you were trying to block the McCree, but it's like, again, couldn't you do that like at least like place your shield like here, right?
Yeah.
Because that would signal to me, okay, I'm trying to like engage like this line of sight. But it's like with your shield right now, it kind of indicates to me that's like I want to do something here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to stand out in the open until my shield breaks.
Yeah, and it's not even like properly placed either. It should be more like this if you wanted to actually like do something here, right?
Yeah.
You get nanoed. Nice. Ugh.
Yeah, another one of just trying to. I think you're right. I'm trying to use it to like tempo damage in between shots.
Yeah, and tell me this, right? What gets popped right here? Because like you can't hear it, so it might be like a little bit weird. But you see that?
Yeah.
That's a visor. This is where the rock would be nice, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like if you wanted to deal with this and make it hard for them to, like, I don't know, not like if you wanted them to not do damage or to put out heals or whoever it is that's like out here, you could just shield.
Yeah.
Right? You don't actually need to like
to kill them.
Rock them.
You can just remove them.
Yeah. So like the shield is fine, but I would like for you to be looking for a rock here, because that will actually like stop him.
Yeah.
Now, so what's your goal here? Who are you playing? You're playing Sigma into Ana, Hog, Brig, Widow, and Hanzo. What do you think you're trying to do here?
So I can either like play with my DPS and try and win because that we've got a shield and they don't, so our DPS can peek for free.
Okay.
Or just like poke out their backline.
Yeah, so I do have a little bit of an issue with this, right? I mean, if you want to, okay, so for one thing, I want you to take into consideration here when you're like staging right now, you're setting up.
Yeah.
Like at what point did you actually like? Let's go a bit faster. Yeah, at what point did you actually like? Okay, you looked at your supports there, good. But how does you playing here actually like let your Ana pocket you? How do you get support here?
Observe the barrier.
As opposed to here, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So if you're gonna play here, why not play the corner?
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously, at this point, I don't know what the comp they're running,
Mm-hmm.
so I probably don't want to play the corner in case they'd run like
Yeah.
brawl and just run me down or something like that.
But just like fundamentally, where it's like if you're gonna be like hinting at this, right? If you're gonna be hinting at playing here, you need to be thinking about what you're playing first, right? So it's like,
yeah,
if my Ana can't see me here, why can I actually be here? No, but it's like if I can be here, my Ana can't see me. That's the trade-off, where it's like if I play up here, this is a very aggressive position, so it's like you kind of don't know what it is that the enemy is gonna run, and you could just get steamrolled. Right? So instead of playing here, where do you think you could play that's probably safer, will keep you up for longer? And
Just like the other side of box.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, like right around here, right? And again, you don't actually need to stand like right here. You can be like this, right? You can be like right here. You could like fire shots into here like this if you wanted to. You can control shit. You can control this lane like this, where you go again, like if they get behind this building, you could just be firing shots off that, right?
Yeah.
Alternatively, if you're here, you can fire shots into this room, right? You have a lot of angle control here, right? So this is fine. If anything, you have lots of cover. You don't really need to use your shield that much. That's it, right?
Yeah.
You use your shield when you're actually walking in and you're ready to go, right? I want to see what happened here. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's like, are you being supported right now? Can you be supported?
No.
So you go half health, and then you feel inclined to do what?
Where's my shield?
Yeah, right. So now you don't actually have shield when you know that it's like you're not actually really gonna like commit here. This isn't your range. That's just outside of your range, right? So it's like now you're gonna have half shield for when you actually need it, like here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Because if you had healing, you probably wouldn't have even put up your shield. You would have just been pocketed. Right? Okay, maybe not. Whatever. But the point is that you're landing shots, right? You're doing damage. You're doing your thing. This is where you should have much more shield. Right? You should have 100% much more
Yeah.
shield. Because
so
it's like
them...
either you're walking in with your shield, or they're coming into you. See that?
Yeah.
And you need to have that shield available.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, waste all my shield.
Yeah, wasting rock, wasting shield.
So that's probably the best thing to look at than wasting cooldowns.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about a specific cooldown if you wanted to like talk about like which is the one that I'm actually wasting the most. That one is I understand it. Like, were you trying to like block the hook there? Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The hog walks in, he's gonna hug someone.
Okay.
The break stunned him anyway, but
I can live with that. That's fine by me. But my thing is here is that it's like, again, why do you have to be back like here, where your shield is gonna get decimated, as opposed to where? Where do you feel like?
I can play in like the little hole again and then bounce it off the wall.
There we go.
Yeah.
That sounds like a solid plan to me. Right? And what if anybody walks into you?
But then I have shield and suck and rock.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more shield for one thing. You're gonna have your rock, and you're gonna have your suck, right? Maybe you're not gonna have your rock because the roadhog, like if you were here to begin with, right? The roadhog walks out and tries to like hook. So maybe you don't have your rock because like maybe you use it for there. But at the same time, maybe you get hooked. What's the difference between you getting hooked here and you getting hooked here?
Yeah, because the angle he hooks me, I'm not in LOS of the McCree.
There we go, right? So it's going to be harder for the enemy to follow up. You see that? So it's important to be able to close off your angles like this, right? This is where, again, it's like, what was this rock for?
Yeah.
Right? Because do you see how wide you open yourself up? And it's like, where's your cover past this shield?
Yeah.
So you go for this rock, and then now your shield is going to be decimated in 2 seconds. And this is not looking very good, right? If that whip shot hadn't come in, say like just this, you get ready to respawn.
Yeah, I'd get hooked and I die.
Yeah, you're gonna die, right? So it's like instead, how would you approach this then? What would you have done?
So instead of opening wide, play close to the right hand side cover and just bounce it off the wall.
Do you need to put up a shield?
No.
Do you need to rock anybody right now?
No.
When can you rock somebody?
Like once they try to aggress on me.
When can you shield?
When they try to aggress on me.
This is just like
poor practice. Generally the playstyle on Sigma, like play safe and save your cooldowns and resources until they actually push you.
It kind of depends on the comp. Because it's like you don't have a front line right now.
Yeah.
Right?
But if you're playing double shield, then it's different.
So, like, you have to think about it as, like, my front line is my damage, right? So it's like you don't actually want to be in the front line. You want your damage to be in the front line. So where can
Yeah.
I position myself to consistently be able to be like putting pressure on this front line? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So if you were playing like Orisa, right, like Orisa Sig, you would see a lot more opportunity for you to like play directly in front,
Yeah.
and like actually tank. But then in that case, you could also be like using your shield to like block angles much more liberally. But in this case, in this scenario in particular, you're definitely using your shield much more selfishly, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be you want to be making sure that it's like you're a consistent threat from an angle, and like your goal is that you're just gonna be like whittling down the enemy's resources, right?
Yeah.
And then you can capitalize. Like eventually, your team will just capitalize, and you'll be able to walk in.